people, we're back in the garage today, this evening. Oh, actually it was today, but it's now this evening. I've been in here quite a while, so it's Saturday today, and it's still cold. Still got the old hat on, keeping that brain cell warm. Got a red nose and cold hands. So yeah, this is just a little update, really. Just a few bits I've been doing. Nothing major. I've been kind of doing a few bits at work and whatnot, so bike stuff's been sort of a bit here and there, a bit hit and miss and whatnot. But yeah, so I've been out in the garage today and I've just done some fiberglassing, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I have made some moulds. I have made the moulds, sorry, for the little side pods, if you remember. We done them probably a few months ago now. If you haven't seen it, I won't put a link anywhere because I don't know how to do it. But if you haven't seen it, just look back through the videos and you'll see us making them. Started out as a sheet of metal and just used simple tools and we made them. So that was good. Just a little catch up really. I've now done that. I did a little video which I'm probably gonna stick in here now. Yeah, so this is a seat unit now. This is all ready to mould. So the side pods, if you remember, we done the side pods. Yes, going back a few months now. I made the side pods to fit onto my original seat unit, and yeah, so I've just spent the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours putting all that filleting wax in it. You see all this? This kind of gives us a little edge. So when we do the mould, we've got a little bit of overhang, and we can and when we make the part, we can lay up into that and then just trim it back. It just makes it easier if you've got a little bit of overhang to lay up the part in. But the reason I've filled all these little tiny voids is so that the resin doesn't go under it, because as soon as the resin goes under it, we'll get a mechanical lock in it. So yeah, we've got all that done there, all this done round here, even down to that tiny little groove or void in that edge. It still has to be filled, because if the gel coat goes down behind it, you're not gonna, it's gonna cause a problem. You're not gonna get the mould off without it breaking. So it looks really odd at the minute, granted, with a lump of wood on it and this and that. But yeah, we're getting there with that. So I've filled in the voids at the back, look, under there. So this is all used with a filleting wax. It's like a yellow soft putty. Yeah, works really well. Let's just try and turn it over. Hang on, I just need to switch off and switch back on to do this. There you go. So on the underneath, we've got this flange there, which is just cardboard taped over with packing tape, because it will release really easy off of that. Because again, if we don't have this card here, so if we take this part of the seat, for instance, when we put our fiberglass onto here, if it rolls over and starts to curl under, imagine my finger, my thumb being the fiberglass, it's not going to come off. But at a 90, it just pulls off, you see. So that's why this flange is on there. And again, it's just easier to have, well, I find it easier to have just sort of some flanges or edging to, around the part that you're going to do. So all I want is this black bit moulded. So yeah, yeah, again, the filleting wax in there, look. All at the front. It's quite therapeutic actually doing that. I suppose it's a little bit like playing with plasticine. It's very similar to plasticine, but it is designed to smooth out really easily. It's fantastic stuff. If you do any fiberglassing, a bit of hobby fiberglassing, it's well worth getting it. It's just fantastic and and great fun to use. But yeah, so that's it. That is now ready to have gel coat put on. I won't film it. I just thought I'd kind of just show you what I've been doing now. I thought I'd just show you in the update video. Right, so if you've seen that little video, you will now know that it's now the job is done. I didn't record it because it just takes so long. Trying to fiberglass and record and move the camera, and I'm in the garage and I've got the little occasional table out, so we haven't really got much space in here to be doing this. So but yeah, I'll show you what I've done. Got a few bits done, and I'll show you. Yeah, rightio, look, so we've got the half of this airbox done. I basically tried to cheat doing this, and I'm regretting it now because it's been such a pain. You see it's pulling the paint off and everything. So what I did with this was I skinned that over the top of that, and it's proven to bite my arse a little bit. Right, yeah, so this was the airbox that I made, and I tried to cheat and basically skin this over this, like that. I can't even get it on that, there you go. I'm not going to put it all the way on because it kind of makes an airlock and it's hard to get off. But yeah, so that was kind of put over and skinned. You can see the centre line down there. So I've done half of it here, look. It's been a real nightmare. I wish I'd have just moulded it now. But I'm going to go for plain weave carbon. I prefer plain weave. And in a matte finish. This is just very quickly, I quickly threw a little bit of matte lacquer on it just to see how it was going to look. But yeah, can you see? There you are, look. Looks quite nice, don't it? And that is the only bit you actually really see when it's in the bike. You see a little bit down the front here, and actually you do see the back. And if you look down there, that's got a really bad seam. And that was because I thought you can't see it, but stupidly you can. But I'm not too worried. What I may do is just go down there like that, and do the rest of the airbox in a matte black, so that we've just got the side bit showing. Again, it's because I've cheated. I shouldn't have done it like that, but there you go. So I've done one side of this, look, and I've got the other side to do, which I'm dreading, but I've got to do it. And then once they're done, now that's stuck now, look. Once it's done, I will then basically glue the two parts together with like a seam down the middle there. Obviously we've got to get air into it somehow, so we're going to have a hole there, and the original air filter is actually going to sit back in there. So there should be no real differences whatsoever from the original airbox. So that's kind of coming on the way. This here is upside down. So this, if you remember, is the Undertray that I made. Again, if you didn't see it, there's a video, a few months back. Have a little look. Just a couple of bits of sheet metal, look, spotted together or snotted together, however you want to call it. It's literally just lashed together so that I can bodywork the outside and take a mould off it. That is all this is for. Exactly the same as that, just to take a mould off. So we've done that. And again, I did an overlay with this, and I'll show you. This turned out slightly easier, so I'll show you. Right, there we go. Ignore this. This is just plopped on there to put the seat unit on. But yeah, so there you go. That was done in an overlay, the same as you would, you know, overlay carbon, the same as I did the airbox. But this was just using fiberglass cloth, so it's kind of, it's woven like carbon fiber, but it's white, and then when the resin hits it, it goes sort of clear. So that's why it's done in there. But yeah, that came out a lot better. Obviously the surface is rough. Look, it's got a rough surface because it was laid on the outside. So it was laid on the outside. So, but yeah, whether I'm going to use this, I'm not sure. If I do use it, I'm just going to rub this down and skin that in carbon, and that'll be perfect for that. But yeah, that's come out really well, look. Really pleased with that. So that's another little bit done. And then these little bits. These were the the radiator pods that were made. Obviously covered in dust and dirt now, but I just threw just any old colour on it, just because I wanted to see how it would look with some metallic on the edges, to see how nice it would look. And yeah, I'm really pleased with them. They've come out really well, and you can sort of see slightly more of the shape now. They've got a nice curve to them. So we've got that one, and then we've got this one as well, which was quite hard because we've got to go, you know, got a radiator cap there. But yeah, that's turned out really nice. Again, don't worry about the radiator. All the stuff that you can see and you're thinking, Jesus Christ, don't leave that. It's all getting replaced or refreshed. You know, we'll get a new cap, probably a new radiator. Exhaust will get cleaned up. Blah blah blah. It'll be, you know, it'll be mint, just like the BM. But yeah, and they look really good. Really pleased with them. Probably going to have like a little carbon shroud in there to the radiator, just to make it a little bit more factory. So yeah, yeah, they're good. And there we go. That's the last little bit. So the side pods are encased in 5 layers of fiberglass. So let's pray they come out. They should do. They should come out. But like I say, in the little video that I popped up earlier, it's just showing all the you know, all the wax, putting the filleting wax in the joins, so that hopefully we do get a proper release without any issues. So yeah. And that's the other side, look. It's a bit dark in here. It's obviously dark out. It's dark outside, look, because the wife's having a little party inside, and we've got the garden party lights on. But yeah, so both sides are done. That's actually touch dry now, and hopefully they'll pull off good. And all I need to do then is just trim it. How can I do this without getting too in the way? Yeah, just sort of trim it down there, and then round there, and then down there. We'll trim it up nicely, and that's another decent job done. Yeah, so just a real quick catch up, really. Nothing more to say. Look, we've done a few bits. The Hornet is coming along. It's still freezing cold, but yeah. Yeah, nothing more to report really, just them little bits, and I'll just continue and crack on, and we'll get some other bits done on it and whatnot, and hopefully the coolness will continue. But yeah. But anyway, thank you very much for watching and sticking with me. I'm not quite sure what's going on at the minute because my subs are going down and not up. But I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But but to you that are, you know, still sort of watching and enjoy this little bit of content on what I'm doing, I just got to say thank you very much. It's really appreciated, and yeah, and I'll keep plodding along and see what we can do, see what we can make. I was going to try and get this thing done for the bike shed, but I'm not sure it's going to be done. So bit gutted about that, but there you go. But I will be going anyway, whether I've got a bike or not. So, but anyway, massive thank you, and yeah, I'll see you again.